Welcome. Today I'd like to talk about a very special book. It is The Wolf's Hour by Robert McCammon. This is one of my all-time favorite books, and I'm excited to have a chance to talk to you about it today. So this is a horror thriller story set during World War II, and it involves a main character. His name is Michael Gallatin. He is a spy with the British Secret Service, and he also happens to be a werewolf. That's kind of the hook of the story. It's a werewolf set during World War II. But let me start by saying that there is nothing gimmicky about this at all. It is handled in a very compelling and engaging way. So let me say a little bit about the plot. On the cusp of D-Day, there is this German scientist, and he is developing this weapon, and it's the kind of thing that if it were to come to fruition, it would spell doom for the Allies, and the Nazis would win the war. So the British Secret Service gets wind of this, and they can't allow it to happen. So what they do is they send Michael Gallatin in, they parachute him behind enemy lines into occupied France, and from there it becomes his mission to go forth and confront this mad scientist and his minions and do something to stop the plot. And as you can imagine, his werewolf powers are going to come into play to help him with this task. It has a very suspenseful and adventurous feel to it. It kind of reminds me a lot of the old school Bond books. The idea that you got a British Secret Service agent and he's going up against a mad scientist with designs on the world domination. It reminds me a lot of that old school Fleming Bond feel, and I really enjoyed that. But there's also more to Michael Gallatin's character. For one thing, he isn't originally from England. He was born in Russia. And it was during his youth in the wilderness of Russia that he learned about werewolves. And there's this whole backstory about how he became one. And the book gets into this really deep, rich story about that. And it just adds this layer of depth to the character that I really enjoyed. So why do I like the book overall? I like it because it's fast-paced, it's engaging, it's exciting, and the characters, like I said, were richly drawn. And at the end of the day, it is just a very enjoyable read. I can't say enough about it, and I highly recommend it. So again, the book is The Wolf's Hour by Robert McCammon. Do yourself a favor and check it out. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I have some other videos if you're interested in those. And until the next time, have a good one.